Oh, I can't. More like if I can save the video, never mind.
Doesn't matter.
We're live. We're live.
We're live. We're live. Good morning, Elif.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
I am okay. I just am hiding away from my son. He's been very clingy lately. So
Right.
if I'm in the office downstairs, he thinks I'm there. So he just comes in, or even if I lock the door, he'll bang the door. So I'm hiding upstairs, and my husband is keeping him busy doing homework
Occupied.
inside.
How is he confused about why you're home so much?
I don't think he's bored of us, but he's missing his friends, and I think he's bored of playing with us now because, like us, we want to be with our peers group, and he wants to be with his group,
Sure.
and he keeps calling his friends
Yeah.
names, so it's really cute. I like it.
Brilliant. Bless him. Right. I'm just checking that this stream is working on Facebook, and it says it is. So I'll trust the process, I think.
Okay.
Trust the process. But you can share it, I think, Elif.
If I can see it now, will it be on your group, or is it going to be on your page?
It is on. It starts with you, which is my page. Yeah. So you can try and share it if possible.
Of course. Right, I'm there now, but I can't see this video yet.
Or if you go to Sam, I have a page. Just put in Sam Adams, and I've got a page. It's on that page as well, so you can share it from there, just so that anyone that you want to see it, who you know, can. So that is. Hang on, because I can. And I've got a page. It's on that page as well, and so you can share it from there.
I can see the one you were yesterday.
Okay.
I'm just checking what you're wearing.
Right, if you just go to my normal timeline.
Okay.
Sam Adams, I've just put it in there now, so you should be able to share it from there.
Will that stay there once the live is off, or is it going to disappear?
How do you mean, sorry?
As in, when we finished our chat,
no, it will stay there.
Will it stay there? Because I can't seem to find it.
If you just go to Sam Adams, if you type in Sam Adams in the search, my normal profile, Facebook
not as a page, as a person.
No, just as a person, just my normal one. It should be there.
People. There you are. Yes, I can see. Okay.
There should be a share at the bottom right.
Okay.
Have you got it?
Yes. I'll share it on my page.
Fab.
Okay. And then I'll also share it on my group.
All good?
Yes.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Right. Hello, Elif. So, I am Sam Adams. I am a business owner and a coach, a mentor, and a speaker. And I have a podcast, which is called It Starts With You, which is what this whole live stream is all about. I've been lucky enough this week to have some really amazing guests. I've got another one today. Her name, and she's there. No, there.
There I am.
Elif. I always say your surname wrong. Pronounce your surname for me.
Kose.
Kose.
That's it.
Brilliant. And Elif is, well, she's just, I met Elif not that long ago, but she was so warm and lovely. And I don't know, when you sometimes meet people and you just think, you just have an instant connection and you just think, God, that person's amazing. I want them to be in my life. That's what I thought about Elif.
Thank you.
Just so warm and welcoming and just so great to be around. So rather than me describe and tell everybody who you are, I'll let you introduce yourself. Who is Elif Kose?
Hey. Okay, I'll repeat that. Okay, hi everyone. I'm Elif Kose. My surname is coming from Turkey. If you're wondering where is this woman is from, I am a fashion designer, a passionate fashion designer, and my passion is to help every single woman on this planet to feel confident through the outfits they wear. And how I do that as a fashion designer, I create fantastic collections every year, and I add beautiful selective designer pieces from around the world, who are ethically and sustainably produced products in my boutique. And I believe, by dressing women, I empower them, and that is my mission. I just think that's my mission, and I'm so proud to be able to do this as a job, because it's always been my dream to be in fashion and be a fashion designer.
Yeah.
So that's what I do, and that's how I met you. You one day passed my boutique in Rottingdean with your sister. Do I remember it right?
Yeah.
And you said, "Oh, have you been here?" It was like you hadn't been, because did you just move to area? I don't remember that bit of the conversation. But again, there was, let me tell you the story if you allow me to. You had like these outfits or outfit on the window, and there was these jeans, but they weren't quite right. So what I've done, and I was so lucky, and you allowed me to help you, and I made it perfect for you.
Yeah, I've got those jeans. They're pretty snazzy, aren't they?
They are gorgeous. I haven't got many left of them, actually. They're so beautiful.
I don't want anyone else to have them. I like to have things that are unique.
Well, that's it. That's what I try to do, because I like to dress in things that not everybody wears, and it's not about everybody is wearing. I like to feel good, and it's not my business isn't about just selling beautiful garments to the woman. I am also helping those women who have already got their outfits, but they're not quite sure what's wrong. And as you know, wherever you go, you have to dress right. If you dress right, you send a very powerful signal to the world around you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I truly believe, and it comes to your quote, but it starts with you, because you send that signal to yourself first.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you don't send yourself the right signal that you are powerful, you're strong, you are able to speak, you're able to speak up your mind, you have to dress for it. And the confidence that you get from your outfit is so important. So it starts with you, ladies.
It does.
Yourself, and the clothes are the closest to your skin. So get it right.
It's so important, and that's how I met you, because obviously I live not too far from where your shop is, and I've probably been past it 1,000 times, I don't know, and I've never been in. And just that day, I walked by and I was like, oh my God, I love those jeans. And I had my little dog with me, so my sister went in and said about the jeans, how much are they? Do you have a size 8 or whatever it was? And it was just meant to be. But I totally agree with you about clothing, and this is why I love you, because I just think clothing gives women confidence.
True.
And it gives me confidence, and I like to. I don't always like to wear the conventional. I mean, I wear jeans and t-shirt all the time, don't get me wrong, but I love a really nice sharp blazer, especially if I'm going to give a talk or a presentation. I want to wear something really smart and really sharp, and that makes me stand out a bit, because it makes me feel good. It empowers me.
True.
It is true, because clothes just make you feel good. They make you feel confident. And you put something on and you feel good, that lifts your mood, that, you know, you stand taller, you feel more confident to show up, to speak up. Somebody once said to me, a speaker once said to me, he was dressed really sharply and had a great hat on and everything.
Mhm.
And I said, "Oh my God, I love your hat and your blazer." And I'm always one for a blazer. I love a blazer. And he said, "Sam, you've always got to look like you've got something to say." And that,
Exactly.
yes. And that really stuck with me. It really stuck with me because I thought, yeah, you know, if I'm going to show up and speak or present or whatever, I've got to look like I've got something to say and people need to listen.
Exactly. I mean, if I was sitting here in front of you with my, I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not saying those dresses aren't right, but this is kind of unspoken etiquette, or it is true that if you are in the right color, right shape, right fit,
Mm.
you will always feel good. If I stand here with a very um, bodycon, slinky, leather, sexy dress, you would think, "God, what does she do? You should design," because it's very important. It tells so much about you. Without speaking, you can even tell people what your beliefs are.
Yeah, your personality comes through your clothing, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes what I always suggest to people right now, in current times, it's very odd times, and we're
Mm.
all locked in for our own safety and health and for
Mm.
our loved ones.
Yeah.
Um, but I always say to my friends and clients, just use this time to go through your wardrobe and go through what you've got, what you never wear, and
Mm.
then just be ruthless and just pile them up. If you don't want to just get rid of them, give it to friends that who would love them, who you know that would look good in it or feel good in it. It's not
Mm.
about just looking good. I would dress you in so many outfits from my boutique
Yeah,
because of knowing your physique, and you would look fabulous in everything. But it's not necessarily that you would feel good in it.
exactly. Yeah, I
But
get you.
there will be certain things that I would show you that you would look good, but I wouldn't put you. It's not about how you would look good, it's about how you will feel.
Yeah,
So I recently had a real big clear out of my wardrobe, and it gave me so much pleasure. Not because of I got rid of things, because when I look at them, those clothes do fit me. It's not that they don't fit me.
mm.
They no longer serve me. I am
Right.
no longer that girl that was wearing those jeans. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So
I absolutely get it.
so I've changed. So I moved on and I've changed, and I am no longer that woman who bought that, and it's okay. So
Mm.
sticking on the things that you no longer wear or give you joy, you
Mm.
end up actually being stuck with
Mm.
these past, and get
Yeah,
rid of it. Don't hang
yeah,
on to your past. Just move on.
yeah. It's hard though, isn't it? Because a lot of people, you know, you have a wardrobe full of clothes and you think, "Oh, I'll keep that because I might actually wear that one day," and it sits there for a year and you just like you haven't used it. Like I have a home
Yes,
in.
okay, but some people have things for 10 years sitting in their wardrobe. 1 year is okay.
I have a house in Spain and there is a wardrobe and it's a big wardrobe full of
I
clothes. But I
I
haven't
know,
worn them for over a year. It's like I just need to go and give those clothes away. It's crazy.
well, do you know, uh, nearly 3 years ago, we had our garage extension done, and
Mm.
there were boxes of clothes that I had put there. And when we had to clear the garage, I actually decided not to open the boxes.
What? Just get rid of
I
it?
just gave them to charity because I knew the moment I start looking at them, I would save
Yeah,
them money.
yeah,
So I decided, I'm just going to give them away. So I took them as they are to charity box because I knew 100% they had clothes in it and nothing else.
yeah,
And I just thought they were my past. I never wore them, and I haven't looked at them for the last 2 years, and I'm never going to wear them again. So there's no point keeping them. So I just got rid of it. So I just feel holding on to past is also slows you down in your personal
yeah.
life and your
Mm.
professional life.
Yeah, it does.
And I just think I've I have grown up in many ways. through my business, through my personal life, all the
Mm.
life experiences that hit me, the side punches that you get, we
Yeah,
all do.
absolutely.
And it was painful, but it get me to the next level. I mean, I am no longer that woman that you met me a year ago,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we change. Our perspective change, and you
And
read.
it's about a decluttering, like decluttering your mind. It's like having a clean, tidy desk. Having a clean, tidy home space and your wardrobe. If you go into that wardrobe, I know not that long ago I decluttered my wardrobe.
Mhm.
Um, and I can't remember. Somebody kept going on, and it kept coming into my consciousness that I needed to declutter my wardrobe because I had so much stuff there that I didn't wear. And it's probably stuff that I've only bought over the last year because I only came back from Spain last May. But I tell you what, just decluttering it and getting rid of, all of the things that I just hadn't really worn.
Mm.
Honestly, it was a great feeling, a really, really great feeling. And then, and I went back there and suddenly I'm like, okay, I've only got a few hangers and a few sections, but just going in there and seeing it all neat and all tidy, and it was all stuff that made me feel good was
And it saves you time as well.
yeah,
So when you had to go in front of that wardrobe to dress up for anything that you're
yeah,
doing, even if you're just going for a run,
mm,
it will take you less than a minute to decide what to wear because you have only the right clothes.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know? It's just I had read an article a while ago, and they were saying like these top people, when you look at them, like Barack Obama
Mm,
or Zuckerberg, what's his name,
mm.
um,
Mark Zuckerberg, yeah.
Zuckerberg, they all wear the same thing. Did you notice?
Yeah, but do you think it's easier for men? This is a question because
Some men can be. I mean, I have got some male clients, and it's about giving you the confidence. But what they are doing, they are wearing right fitting clothes, and these Barack Obama's um, meeting, the conversation he had with these magazine was saying that was one less thing to think about because I make a lot of decisions in my business and I don't
yeah,
want to make another decision. So my suits are either grey or navy.
and
And
I've heard that. I can't remember where it was from, but it was in a business conversation, and the guy is quite a um, oh, I know it was. Yeah, I won't say his name, but anyway, but he's quite quite a high-powered entrepreneur, and he basically wears black jeans and black t-shirt every single day because he
actually,
says,
more than
"When
one.
I
It's
do
just
that."
about making the life easy to
Yeah,
decision making. So you don't have to do that one look. But what I'm saying, you can still have the right color scheme and right fitting clothes in your wardrobe. So instead of putting this t-shirt on and it's not right, and it's this
mm,
skirt on, it's
mm,
not right. It's better to know that when you put your shirt with those trousers or skirt or a dress and a jacket, they will always fit you and they're your right color, and you don't have to think about it because we're all working, we're all business
yeah,
men, we just have got so much going on in our lives, and that one thing, which is very powerful, I think the most powerful thing that you would do for yourself, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going. It could be to a business meeting, it could be a girls' night out, it could
mm,
be just walking to the supermarket. If you want to feel good about them yourself, just start dressing yourself better. And
yeah,
and you don't have to, I mean, you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of pounds to look good. It's about finding the right fit and shape and the colors for you. I mean, I style my clients and I help them find the right things. And you can
mm,
also, I'm not a color specialist, but I can tell you what color suits you from
yeah,
an opinion. But you can also find some color specialists that can give you your color scheme like a
yeah,
little book. And it also
okay,
makes your shopping easy. When you go for
yeah,
shopping, you look through the door because you know your colors. You just go up, 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 up. No, there's none of
yeah,
them colors. You just leave
yeah,
rather than going around rummaging through the wardrobe. So it's all about simplifying certain things in order to get you to the next level,
yeah.
and just enjoy dressing.
Yeah, but, I'd forgotten how much I really like clothes and enjoyed clothes. Like I said, I spent quite a sort of on and off the last 4 or 5 years in Spain. So it's just shorts and a vest because it's always hot, except in the winter it does get cold. But there wasn't really the need to dress up so much either. And I've always liked nice clothes. I always have. But like I said, the last 4
Dress very snazzy. I like your look.
it says when I come in my runners. but it's but it's an expression of you, the inner you, your character, your personality, and coming back and doing more speaking stuff and more presenting stuff. It's opened that world to me again and made me think how much I really do love clothes and how it boosts my confidence and how it makes me feel. You know, it's really empowering to me. And now I'm all over it now. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to get, you know, I know that I want a bright yellow blazer and all of these things.
I'm going to make you one. That's my to-do list. I'm going to make you a bright yellow, stunning fitting blazer. Yeah. That's on my list.
Thank you so much. I look forward to that. So you're a tailor as well then?
Yes. I actually...
You never mentioned that, you see.
Say again?
You never mentioned that. You said you're a designer and an entrepreneur, but you never said you were a tailor as well.
Well, my journey started as an alteration woman in Rottingdean. Because my background starts from alteration in the UK. I got to learn. I've worked with so many designer clothes and alter them for my customers. And I've noticed what the client's looking for when in terms of fabric and the fit. And when I'm designing, when I am styling, I always consider a client who would have a different shape because we're not the same shape. I mean, somebody in the line has decided there's a size 10. If you're a size 10, you've got to have this size bust and this size waist.
Yeah,
we're none of us that size or shape. So what I do when I'm designing and creating a collection of my own label, I always consider if the person who bought these would have to let it out on the waist or the bust or I always design it with my darts and the sewing lines. So it gives that flexibility to my clients. So when I have my collections, if you look at them, they're very easy to alter because I always think that way. And because we're all different height, different shape, it's just, and when I buy clothing, again, I try to buy things that could be, again, modified to client specifications. And my tailoring also comes like yourselves, that he wants to have a beautiful bright yellow blazer and we can't find it, but what I can do, I can make it. And I'm a tailor and dressmaker. I also do bespoke bridal clothing, gowns, but I have kind of put that on the side since I become a mother because it takes a lot of my time. But my mission is to help as many women as possible, to help them feel confident through their outfits, just empower them.
Absolutely. And I love that message, and I love that about you. I think that's why, that's partly like, why I felt so connected to you, because we were talking about International Women's Day as well, weren't we, at that time?
Yeah.
That's why just before that. And you were putting on this event at the Grand in Brighton for International Women's Day.
It was a great success. I can't wait to do another one next year. It will be another one. And maybe we need to be this time there talking and telling us that it starts with you.
I will. I'm absolutely 100% up for that. I ended up I ended up going to an
award ceremony somewhere.
Yeah, I had to go to an award ceremony on the Friday night, and then I went to Manchester on the Saturday, so I couldn't come. I will be there next year. I'm going to get it in the diary as soon as I know the date for international.
I think it's going to be 7th of March next year, just to keep it on the same Sunday. To celebrate International Women's Day.
It's all around that time, so I'll definitely be there this next year, don't worry. But sorry, go on.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I wanted to just unpick a little bit about your story, because obviously, the podcast is called It Starts With You, and that's all about us empowering ourselves and putting ourselves in control, giving ourselves the responsibility for, to go forward, and achieve what we want to achieve. So you grew up in Turkey.
Mhm.
When did you come to the UK?
I came here as an au pair back in 2007
Okay.
to improve my English because I couldn't really speak. I could understand a little bit and I could
Mm,
write in English, but my speaking skills weren't there. And my
mm,
dream, well, I was working in a socks industry in Istanbul, and um, like I always say in our conversations when we meet for coffee, that I was inspired by many women. And so
mm,
I feel that it is my duty to now empower to coming generations.
mm,
So when I was working in Istanbul, we had this big meeting with one of the companies, a very big UK company. I don't
mm.
know if I'm allowed to say the names, but
Makes no
Tesco.
difference to me.
I used to make socks for Tesco,
Oh,
and
really?
we used to send thousands of socks every month. And
Yeah,
the Turkish HQ CEO woman walked into office for our meeting,
yeah,
and she was so stunning, but very strong woman. And I remember looking at her going, oh my God, I want to be in your seat. I want to sit there. And that she inspired me. And that day I decided to learn English because I said to my colleague who was doing the speaking and I was doing the negotiation and notes with my boss. So we were
yeah,
three of us in the big meeting.
yeah,
And I said to my friend, is that woman English? And because her English was excellent. And she said, no, 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 she's Turkish. And then she just came round to talk to me in Turkish. And I was like, oh my God, I want to be like you. I want
wow,
to go to England, learn English and speak, if not better than you,
yeah,
and come back and take your seat. I want to sit there. You
wow,
know, she inspired me. Not that I went back, but that was my moment. And that day I said to my friend who had already been to the UK as an au
mm,
pair, I said to her, how did you do that? And she told me the process.
mm,
And that day I actually went online and signed myself with an au pairing agency and made myself come here. But my dream was always to go back and get a good job and be a CEO. I didn't mean when I just said I want to get onto her seat, I meant I want to be as powerful as
yeah,
that woman in
yeah,
a in a company, because I grew up in a very male dominated society,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
was a daughter of family. I have two brothers, and everything ever I wanted, I was always like a no, shush. I was always silent, and I never was able to wear what I wished to wear,
yeah,
and that has always kind of silenced me. But I had a voice, it's I had a voice, and that never I just was never given the opportunity to speak up for myself.
yeah.
And
But
over
you're taking it now.
Yeah, well, over the years, it's through a book I read, through a woman I met. I mean, you inspire me. Your ambition to help. I have so many women and men inspire me in my life,
Yeah,
and I am so appreciative to them. But
yeah,
what I've noticed that if you don't pass that on to the next person and just keep being with that person to continuously just thanking that person because they've helped you to get to the next level, you will never get to the next level to be able to help the other person on the ladder. So you
yeah,
have to just keep moving and just keep um I don't know. So I've decided to come to England and started as an au pair, and I worked for an alteration lady. I'm going to go quickly because I know we haven't got long time.
no,
And I started working for an alteration lady in Rottingdean, and
yeah.
she moved to France, and
Ah,
she asked me if I would take on all her clients as a mobile service. And I
oh,
said,
okay.
"Yeah, why not? I need some money," because I had no money. I had no
Yeah,
money. I was living with my by then ex-boyfriend with a friend, and I just I could just about pay the rent, and I was working in a after I finished my au pairing job, I was working in a cafe as a
Mm.
waitress and helping this lady with the alteration. So I just thought, why not? I could have some money coming, but I didn't realize there was the demand. So so I had no conscious plan to do what I'm doing now, but
Okay.
the opportunities are there every day. It's just for us to see it and be in
Yeah.
the right environment. So I said yes, but I think I studied business. I've got a degree in business, so that might be the angle that I see things when it comes up. But
Yeah.
when she offered me the alteration business, I thought, great, I could do that as a mobile service, still do my daytime job, and then see where we go.
Yeah.
And my business picked up, and I saw the opportunities. And what I have done, that when I started my business, I started going to business meeting and networkings, and I had a mentor. It's so important. You have to have a mentor who
Yeah.
would take you to next step by step.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very important. It's we know everything. We think we do, but we don't, because sometimes we're so busy with doing the actual thing. You need a mentor or a business coach to actually analyze what you've done so far and what you want to do, and then give you a clear roadmap almost. So
Yeah,
I
because it's difficult sometimes because you're in amongst it all and you don't
yeah,
see the whole wider picture, whereas a coach or a mentor or someone can come in and look at the whole thing. Whereas
yeah.
you're in amongst it and got your head down or whatever. Sometimes it's hard to look up and to see, what the next move needs to be or where the overwhelm's coming from. And that's the job of a coach and a mentor. That's what I do with people.
Well, I was lucky because this woman, my friend Susan Bishop, I love her to bits. She's such a powerful, very helpful person. We were friends, we were connected because her mother was she was she grown up in Turkey, so we had a connection. And but she was being my mentor without being my mentor, if you
Yeah,
know what I mean. So it
absolutely.
really helped me, and even when I decided to open my boutique, she was there to kind of guide me through. And then I had my friend Linda Kelly, but they were always giving me advice in the business sense. Yes, you do need to have friends around you to just talk basic, simple things like gossip and talk about friends and life and holidays. But I think you need to have people around you who would help you. You shared something yesterday, who would be with those people who would get the best out of you rather than
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm always sharing stuff. So
yeah,
was it on Facebook?
it's spot on. It's exactly what I was doing. I had lots of friends around me. I didn't not want them in my life. I wanted them in my life, but I
Yeah,
also wanted people who would help me because I was ambitious. I always wanted to. I mean, I am now in a position that I am giving work to local ladies, and I'm getting all my manufacturing done in London now. So there is some people getting some jobs out of it. So that gives me so much pleasure. So I
yeah,
am doing my favorite thing in my business, that I'm bringing women together, like the event that I organized back in March,
yeah,
because it's almost my way of saying thank you
yeah,
and
yeah,
talking to those women and sharing their stories, and so that kind of gets me going.
yeah. Yeah, it gives you a lift and it gives you a buzz and it makes you feel good and you've got that ripple effect. You're helping people. The thing is, if you feel good and you give that out, like for me, helping people, inspiring people makes me feel good.
Yeah, and you're very good at it.
Thank you. But the thing is, hopefully that impacts them to feel good. And if when they feel good, what do? They go and share that with other people. So you have this
Exactly.
massive ripple effect that my massive dream is to be a motivational speaker worldwide, to impact tens of thousands of people worldwide. And the way that I know that I can do that is helping people, because if I help people feel good, they'll go and help other people feel good. So that, if
Exactly.
I'm connecting with one person and they go away and then share that and talk to other people, and they make them feel good. You've got this massive ripple effect of positivity, optimism, the feel good factor, whatever. And I think that's really powerful. I really, really do. And that gets me out of bed in the morning.
That's true. It is so true. I mean, when you meet somebody, if they don't allow you to be who you are, I mean, if 5 years ago, if you asked me to do this with you, I'd probably be a bit shy and I'd say, no, I'm not sure. Because I mean, I've noticed this in the past, that my kindness and my softness is being taken as a weakness, but I'm not weak.
Yeah.
I'm strong. I mean, I've been through so many things. I have passed a lot of hard roads in my journey. It was up and down. It shook me at points, but I'm not weak.
You know what they say, Elif? They say struggle creates character.
Maybe. I mean, I just never blamed anybody. That's my attitude. I never hold grudges to people. I never hold on to it. I just let go, and I forgive easily, because the forgiveness is very good for your own soul. So you need, I mean, I just think everybody needs someone to talk to. I can talk to anyone. I can tell people, but there were some stories within me that I wasn't ready to share yet. And I decided to find a therapist and who helped me get myself through that process. And then I didn't realize how much that would empower me.
Exactly. And I always talk about it in a way that we have to look at ourselves like a garden. So you plant and you sow and you put seeds in, and it grows and it flourishes if you nurture it and you take care of it. But in every garden, there are weeds, and you have to take care of the weeds. If you don't take care of the weeds will overtake the garden. So going and having the therapy and whatever it is we need, I've had therapy myself, that's taking care of the weeds. They're always going to creep in, but if you don't take care of them and if you don't manage them, they will manage you and they will overtake everything else that's beautiful in the garden, which is you, essentially. And so if you continually, like for me,
weed out, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, every day, weed out the crap. And forgive easily. Forgive easily is so empowering. If you're blaming, complaining, and not forgiving, you're holding yourself prisoner. It's not affecting them; it's affecting you. Yeah. So I get that about you. I knew you'd be that kind of person. Forgive easily.
Make you strong. Old friend of mine said to me once, who's no longer with us. He said, what was it exactly? He's like, well, don't worry about them. They can think whatever they think about you. It's none of your business.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what he said. That's none of your business what those people think of you.
And you will never know. You probably won't. You don't know you can't read anyone's minds. You don't know what the hell they're going on about or what they're thinking about you. If you're worried about them and you can't forgive them, your mind and you are in their business. You need to be in your own business.
Exactly. I mean, the moment you realize your own power, then you will achieve more, and then think of your own legacy for the world. Just what is your legacy? You're not going to talk about what other people were thinking of you and what they said, what he said or she said. That's none of our business. Our business is to, like my mission. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Can I say this here? I'm just getting my boutique redesigned.
I know, I'm excited.
So excited. It's getting there. I've just had my 3D plans done so the metal worker can just get it right in one go.
Yeah. So when's it going to be reopening then with the new?
As the government's saying that we're not 100%, but we will be able to open a limited person in. I mean, my boutique has never had more than 3 people in anyway, so I've just cut it down to 1 person at a time. So it's fine. I'm so excited. It's going to be beautiful, and I can't wait that place to become a room for every person who is there, who would like to, and online, of course. I've got a website which you can find. There it is. And find what they want for themselves. And I have got beautiful new pieces added only last 2 days. I've got more to add this coming week. But it's, yeah, just do what you're good at. Just focus on you, and it really does start with you. And you're spot on with your business name.
Yeah,
And
it, you know, and it starts with here. Take responsibility for your thoughts, your actions, your behavior. That's not me pointing the finger and telling you how to live. I'm telling you that, and I'm advising you that because it empowers you and it puts you in control of your destiny and your future.
So you are. I've got lots of friends who are starting businesses. And today is your last day of your offer, is it, for your
Oh, my membership.
starting?
No, the membership finishes because I have a membership, which is quite new actually. And I wanted to create a membership group so that I could offer sort of coaching and support at a smaller price.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be something I'd probably do later on in the year, but obviously with the coronavirus and everything, I just thought, you know what? Why don't I just do it now? And so I just thought, right, I'm just going to do it. You know what you do? I'm very spontaneous. So I've opened it. It's been open for about 4 weeks. Brilliant. But I love it so much that I've like, right, I'm all in with the membership now. It's just $29.99 a month. And basically,
that's brilliant. That's nothing. That's a real treat.
It's a bargain, right? For some coaching, some mentoring. It's a space where you can be vulnerable. You can share your problems. You can get some accountability. We're going to have quarterly meetups when we're allowed. I do a monthly Zoom session. We have guest speakers in. So like for the month of May is Resilience Month. We've already had a couple of guest speakers in. I'm doing a session next week, but I love it, and I've got it's like you about the boutique. I'm really excited about the membership.
Because you are.
I've got a name. I've got a new name for it, which I'm not going to say. And I'm rebranding it. So I've spoken to my branding lady who's in America last week, and she messaged me this week. She said, "You're going to have it probably by the middle of next week. My new branding." So I mean, we might tweak it. I'm really under the new name. So my membership now, which was something really spontaneous because I wasn't planning to do it till the end of the year, has now become my real baby, and I'm really passionate about it because I realised through the membership I can fulfil my dream of helping more and more people in a quicker way and an affordable.
It's satisfying, isn't it? It's
so the membership is shutting. I'm shutting the doors midnight on Monday. Just temporarily. So if people join now, it's $29.99 a month, and they pay that for the lifetime of their membership. So say, in 5 years' time, the membership could be £99 a month. They will still be paying $29.99.
Wow,
so
that's brilliant.
The price you come in at now is the price you pay for forever.
Right.
So when I rebrand it and we relaunch it in a couple of months' time, the price won't be $29.99 a month. It will be more expensive. We'll have a new name. Yes. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up. So yeah, that shuts on Monday night, and people can check that out at this website here. But I'm really excited about that because I just think that is a way to impact more lives on a bigger scale. And I'm sort of all in on my membership now, so I'm really going to grow that hopefully over the next months and years to come. So you need to join. But anyway, a couple of things I want to ask you before we have to wrap up. What or who inspires you in fashion?
Coco Chanel inspires me. I like her. I like her style. But I get inspired by everything. I mean, I like Bruce Oldfield's classic cuts and style. And I know he only lives in West Sussex now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm hoping to.
Because obviously you started doing the alterations and that. Did it feel like a big leap to go from doing the alterations to opening the shop and tailoring and designing? Did that feel like a
huge decision for me? It was a huge decision because I didn't have the money, Sam. I had no money. All I had was a handful of trusting good friends and a fantastic network. I mean, this is 2 tips. I mean, first, you have to believe in yourself. Whatever you do, you have to believe in yourself. That's very important. And the second, you have got to have a really good network of friends if you're doing something. And when I started, my journey in the UK started with £265.
Wow.
And now I feel I'm very lucky to have the lifestyle and the life I've got. And I've
Yeah.
built myself from that to where I am now. And I did that through self-belief, great network, working hard. I did work hard. It comes from my background, maybe because my family only earned money because they worked hard.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. But I had a great network of friends, and I was just being authentic. When I met my landlord, for instance, that shop was my friend's shop, and I knew she just wanted to move out and pass on her lease. And I met the landlord and I said to him, look, I haven't got any money. All I can do is pay you the next rent and move in. But all I can tell you, I promise that I will pay your rent every month. And I don't know what else we can do, because I really wanted it.
Yeah.
My little alteration shop back then, I was renting it from the landlord, Richard. He walked into the shop. It was just bizarre.
Yeah.
And I said, look, this is my landlord. I have been his tenant for nearly 3 years. He can be my sponsor. I was just like, really like, support. And he said, of course, Elif is a lovely tenant. Do you want me to write you a letter? And he just was sat there by hand. He wrote a letter to say he will guarantee that I will be. And he only knew me for less than 3 years. But I built that trust. And my landlord now, I have been there 7 years. He's been amazing, and he's always been supportive. And yeah, and I just, it was a big leap for me, but I managed, and I rang all my network, and I just filled my shop with fantastic stock that I didn't buy. I was just selling them like on a commission base.
Yeah.
But I created it, and eventually, little bit by bit, I grew my business from nothing to where it is now. So
and that comes from passion, and that comes from perseverance. You know,
resilience.
Absolutely. So what's the future hold? More kind of international women type events? What's the plans for the future?
The future plan is I really want to be able to reach out to more women around the world with my designs and selection of clothing through my website.
Yeah.
And I will continue to hold events every year on 8th of March or thereabouts, the empowerment event through fashion.
Yeah.
Which if any of you want to be first to know, just join to my mailing list. Just go onto my website and just put your email address there, and we'll give you and keep you updated. And I will be on and off being part of events, or I will be organizing events throughout the year, all related to fashion, because I truly believe that fashion gives you so much confidence, and we need that.
Yeah, definitely, totally agree. And I'm all up for the, a client messaged me a testimonial today, and it said in there that I'd helped her with her confidence, and confidence is such a great thing. When people are confident, there's something about a confident person, right? And there's so many ways that we can boost their confidence, or we can boost our own confidence. You know, the stuff that I do, but the stuff that you do, and that's why I think you resonated with me when you spoke about that. Because it's empowering people.
It is. So I'm going to continue that. Anything that aligns with my fashion, I will be there.
Brilliant.
Any events that you need someone to talk about fashion, which I can talk for hours, I will be there. I love fashion, and fashion is the way to talk.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can speak through fashion and your clothing. You know, your clothing and what you wear.
Icebreaker. It's an icebreaker. You can even say to someone, "Oh, I like your earrings. Where are they from?" Suddenly,
it's amazing what like when I wear a nice, like the green jacket that you gave me. Well, not gave me, that I bought.
You bought?
in it. And people always say to me when I wear that jacket, "Oh, I love your jacket." And the first thing I do is I show them the lining because it's Lisa. And they're like, "Oh my God." And then they love it even more. And then we have a conversation. It's a real icebreaker.
It is, yeah. So it's just finding your own confidence within the clothes is very important, and
Very
just
powerful.
very, very close to your skin,
Yeah,
your
I
clothes.
love clothes.
Yeah.
I love you. I love clothes. I love what you do, Elif. I love everything
Thank
you stand
you,
for.
Sam, for having me.
No problem. I really appreciate having you on the podcast and giving up your time, because I know you're a little bit of time away from your little boy. I love your story, and I hope maybe in a few months' time, maybe we can get you back on and maybe pick in a little bit more to your story and your roots, because I think you've got a really powerful message.
I'd love to, yeah. Happy to share.
In the meantime, thank you so much, Elif. People, if you want to get in touch with Elif, you can go to our website, elifkose.co.uk. It's on the screen.
Yeah.
elifkose.co.uk.
Thank you, Sam. It's been great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Take care, darling. Bye.